Hello and welcome back to the Japanese style high sugar diet for weight loss, regaining your health, and also a little bit of excitement in life. So on this channel I help people to lose weight and regain their health, and this is through the foods that I recommend, which is a vegan, high sugar, low fat, low protein diet lifestyle along with cycling. But just to add a bit more excitement and to show that for being healthy and being vegan and boring, blah blah blah. Well, no, it doesn't have. Life doesn't have to be boring. So it doesn't just have to be a bowl of white rice every day and that's it. Although I do recommend white rice because it's cheap, it's amazing for weight loss, and it's amazingly easy, super easy to cook and get ready. But in this video, I have another unboxing video of some Japanese style foods and drinks that fit what I recommend. And yeah, I do recommend some processed foods, essentially because I don't want to scare everyone away, most people away, by saying well, you can't have any processed foods being healthy and vegan. So without further ado, I'll unbox this exciting shipment. This box that's come all the way from Japan, and it has a number of food and drinks in it that you may or may not have seen before. But essentially, so I'm here in the UK, and yeah, I've had this specially shipped over just for my viewers to enjoy. And yeah, if you're living in the UK, or even if you're not living in the UK, I'll say the names of the different foods and drinks that are in the video so you can find them yourself if you want to try. So I'm going to show you what I've got today, and if you enjoy the video, like and subscribe, and check out I've got part 1 and part 2 where I show more foods and drinks that I recommend. And I say this is again just for some excitement, to show that life doesn't have to be boring. Okay, sorry for the background noise, other people are obviously having lots of fun as well. So I'll just take you through what I've got here. And I say I don't really know much actually about the Japanese culture in terms of lots of foods and drinks. So I find out things as well myself in doing videos like this and finding other foods that I enjoy as well. So I've got a selection of different sodas here. So I bought 2 of these because I've actually had these before in another video, and I enjoyed it so much that I have 2 of them. And I say most of these, yeah, they all these foods and drinks, they all fit the lifestyle that I recommend to stay healthy and to lose weight, which is a low fat, low protein, high sugar or high carbohydrate lifestyle. So the fat that you're eating in life is making you unhealthy, and you should always remember the fat you eat is the fat you wear. And the processed foods I don't recommend are animal products, because these are all of the foods that have lots of chemicals in them, and these are the foods that have been processed the most. And also, if you care about it, which most people seem not to, even though they love their pets, if you care about harming animals, then you don't need to if you don't want to. So I've got this, my favourite so far of discovering these Japanese style sodas. So these are sugary drinks, and none of these drinks in this video have caffeine in. Well, as far as I'm aware, I can't read Japanese, but it does have an English label. But these don't have caffeine in either, so I don't recommend drugs. Okay, so I don't recommend drugs either for weight loss or stimulants, for example, even in exercise or just daily life. I believe in just being natural, because I think living simple, living the natural life is the healthiest way to live. So yeah, I've got these really nice sodas. I think I'll actually crack one of these open. Oh, not great. So yeah, this is melon soda. Oh, I wish I could describe it so well that you can actually smell and taste this yourself. Oh, that's so good. 10 out of 10. I could just order boxes and boxes of this stuff. Very, very good. So I'll put that over there. So I know I definitely recommend that. That's a 10 out of 10. And I say I'd probably have to say as well, with these drinks that are fizzy, so they have, you know, they add acid to them to give that fizz, so carbonic acid. I wouldn't recommend drinking these type of drinks all the time, these ones that have the fizz, because of the acid. So that's what's bad for your teeth. That's what's causing your tooth decay if you're constantly having foods with lots of added acids to them, like these sugary drinks. So although it's nice, I don't have this type of drink all the time. So that's something to just bear in mind. So I have another drink here. So I got a little list. Here. So that was Sangaria melon soda. Amazing. So I've had that before, and that's 10 out of 10. And this is Ocean Bomb. Okay. Sailor Moon. Ocean Bomb Sailor Moon. Pomelo flavour sparkling water. Now I think pomelo is a type of fruit, I think. And yeah, I've never had that before. So there you go. So yeah, lots of fruity flavours. And I've got some essentially lemonade. So that's what it looks like. And the name of this is Woongjin. Let's pick it up so you can hear it. Woongjin Caffe Ben Blue Lemonade pouch drink. So yeah, this is a little pouch, and you tear off the top, and yeah, it's got lots of sugar. So this has got 11 grams of sugar per 100 grams, or let's presume 100 ml, and again that's the same. This is 7 grams of sugar, so that's quite low. So the higher the sugar, the better. This has got 10 grams of sugar, and I've got some snacks, low fat snacks. So these are these are the Echigo Taruyaki soy sauce barrel oven baked rice crackers. So yeah, the amount of things you can do with rice is amazing, and Japan or Southeast Asia or Asia really does an amazing job at enjoying life with rice. So there you go. So enjoy them later. And I've got three of these. So these are I've had these before. These are Mochi. So these are Yuki and Love handmade red bean Mochi. So yeah, these are 77 grams of carbohydrate per 100 grams. And these are made out of rice, and then inside, so it's like a very soft, I'll open it for you. I've been waiting this long to have some. if I can get into the packet. Any messages I've dropped them. So yeah, these are amazingly sweet, but these aren't like anything I've ever had before. Living in the West or in the UK. So they're made out of rice, although it doesn't look like it would be. So they're like really soft like this. They feel amazing. Just to hold them, it feels amazing. It's like jelly or it's really really nice. It's like a jelly bean. And then inside there's a paste which is made out of, as I say, it's made out of soybean or red bean, sorry. Red bean, sugar, bit of soybean. So this is called glutinous rice. And it's so good. I say there's nothing like this really that I've experienced in the UK. That combination of the texture of how soft and squishy this is. I mean, it's amazing. And the outside isn't particularly sweet, but then the red paste in the middle with the mixture of the not so sweet outside, so it's sort of quite a plain flavour, but then just everything adds together, so the texture and then the sweetness of the red bean paste is amazing. And it's quite a refreshing taste as well, so it's not particularly rich, so I could eat a whole pack of them, and I could eat 3 whole packs of these. And so there's only 2.2 grams of fat per 100 grams, so if I ate 3 whole packets of these, I would be having somewhere in the region of, well, less than 10 grams of fat. And I always recommend no more than 20 grams of fat at the very most a day. So you could easily eat a whole pack of them a day, and you're only going to get about 3.5 grams of fat in a whole pack. So there, thumbs up. So I've got some more drinks here. Now these ones that are in the packaging like this, these are in glass, I believe. Yeah. So I'm going to try not to hopefully cut myself. Put them over there. So this is some more fizzy drinks. Just put the packaging on the floor for a moment. So this is these, again, unusual style packaging in Japan, which I love. I love the packaging of all of these foods. And this, sorry for the pronunciation, but I say I don't speak Japanese, but so I believe this is the Hatakosen Ramune soda. So I'm not exactly sure what flavour this is meant to be. I think again it's a fruit flavour. And again, this is 8.5 grams of sugar. And what you do is you take off the top. I might show you one of them when I get to my favourite flavour that I'm looking forward to. I'll show that in a moment. You take the lid off and you push it down, and there's a little glass bead or ball that falls out the top. So that's it looks like just like water, but I think again that's like a fruity flavour. I'm not going to open them all now because I don't want them to all go flat, and I don't think I'd be able to drink them all. So this is, I think, some good packaging. None of them seem to be broken or leaked. So there you go, there's another one. So this is a Hatakosen pineapple. believe, yeah, this is pineapple Ramune or ramen. Someone tell me if it's Ramune or ramen. And again, 7.9 grams of sugar. And again, these drinks, there's no fat in them. So yeah, water, sugar. Carbonic acid again, these are great, but I wouldn't have them all the time. So yeah, look, it looks nice. And oh, almost dropped it. So I say I love the designs of these Japanese style foods and drinks. It's nothing like what I ever see in the UK, where everything is just seemingly becoming more and more simplified branding. So this was the one I was looking forward to the most, because this is Coca-Cola. So this is cola ramen, but it doesn't have any caffeine in it, which is great because I don't recommend caffeine. I don't believe that it's good for your health. And yeah, that's the packaging for that. So that's probably the most simple packaging that I've seen so far. So I'm looking forward to that one. I think I'll open that last and I'll let you know what I think of that, because that's, yeah, Japanese Coca-Cola but without the caffeine. So caffeine, I don't believe caffeine is good for your body, for your adrenals. Just power your body with sugar. So here you go, here's some more. This is a Hatakosen blueberry ramen soda. So I believe these are very popular in Japan, or in, as far as I'm aware, and people love them as snacks. I think it's pronounced Ramune or ramen. I think. I see like the packaging and designs in lots of, because I quite like Japanese film. I like Japanese film, and I also quite like the animated films as well. And they have, say, this amazing packaging and the culture. I like the Japanese culture of food, so I like their food because quite often it's low in fat and it's rice based and it's healthy when it's vegan. The only thing to look out for, I'd say, with Japanese food is it can be quite salty. So this is Hatakosen strawberry ramen soda. So again, 8.2 grams of sugar. So it's just, again, water, sugar, carbonic acid. Again, just, you know, if I was gonna have this sort of drink, you know, I'm gonna obviously drink these, but then I'm not going to probably have. I would choose then to not consistently have something like this every day. This is just something special, just a one-off. So this is a Hatakosen, another Hatakosen, and this one I believe is, which one's this? I got my glasses on, but so is this strawberry? No, this is Sakura ramen. I believe the one that was clear is meant to be, so that's like, again, like a sweet fruit flavour, I believe. Yeah, that one's strawberry, and then the one that's clear, I'm not sure what type of flavour that is, what fruit that is, because it's all in Japanese. I remember when I was looking it up, I think it said what it actually was, but it doesn't say it now on the packaging what flavour it is. So yeah, I say all the packaging is all in Japanese, as you can see. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure what it says, but I'll open these because you'd be interested to know if these. So these are low in fat, so they have 1 gram of fat per 100 grams. So say it. These are all. I don't want to say conforming to, because that sounds like being at school, but they all conform. Smells good. So it's like I say these remind me of sort of like popcorn in the UK. Oh, no, not quite popcorn. You can probably hear how crunchy that is. Wow, that's very crunchy, very loud. So again, these are vegan. Rice, soy sauce, sugar, powdered soy sauce, processed starch, seasoning, amino acids, and yeah, super simple. I say again, these are quite salty. So on this channel, the reason why I recommend foods that are low in fat and low in protein and high in carbohydrates or high in sugars is essentially when I put together what I believe and I recommend, and therefore personally recommend, I put together the information from what is available currently and from what we know, as in the science. So when we say we know, so from essentially standing on the shoulders of giants. So firstly, I look at what is the health statistics for most people, and in the West, at least in the West where I reside, heart disease is the foremost chronic disease in the West, which is because of excess fat, excess dietary fat. So that affects most people and therefore will kill most people. So I say this channel is about positivity, but excuse me, you have to sometimes, at least sometime, look at the world and see, well, I need to change my life from most likely the high fat and sedentary, or high protein, high fat sedentary lifestyle, which is destroying your health. So I also look at the science of, will the sugar cause diabetes? And it doesn't. It actually will reverse diabetes. Excitement over there. And I've also done a series on the channel using a CGM. So that's a device called a continuous glucose monitor, where I show that sugar not only does not cause diabetes, but a high sugar diet will reverse diabetes. Because I'm not type 1 or type 2 diabetic, and that's because of the foods that I eat and the lifestyle that I promote. And so you can check out, I'll probably put a link to that series. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you take away this. There's no such thing as not being able to, if you're vegan, there's no such thing as being boring if you don't want it to be. And so you can choose whatever life you want to lead. So if you want it to be just simple, which is what I recommend, so essentially rice and fruit, and you can add white table sugar, for example, to your foods just for taste, so not as a staple. And I wouldn't recommend these sorts of food really as a staple every day. These are what I recommend if maybe you want to add a little bit of excitement, if you maybe you're someone who likes to add a little bit of extra, if that's what you want. So I make a range of videos to essentially try and appeal to more people. But yeah, some people they just want to hear exactly what is the most healthiest. So I think that is the most healthiest is essentially if you could survive and you could afford to live on just eating fruit with a little bit of starch, then that's the best way, I believe, the healthiest way to live. So essentially fruit based, and then add some rice in for the energy. So I don't think fruitarian diet quite has enough, gives you quite enough energy. You definitely need to add some rice, and rice, I love rice. Quite often I'll go all day just eating white rice with maybe soy sauce and some vegetables and some sauce, that tomato based sauce or barbecue sauce that I make myself. And if you want to, yeah, as I say in the name of my channel, add some spice to your life, then you can do it having, if you don't have Japanese foods. I know there is so much Japanese food out there, so people are watching this and they probably watch other channels on YouTube that shares a lot. So this isn't a Japanese channel. This is just showing, that there is a lot of variety out there that is high sugar, low fat, and if you want to still be healthy, then you can add a bit of variety in. But if you want to have a personalized approach, a personalized meal plan for you, then get in touch on the description. Sorry, get in touch on the email in the description. And I'm not going to open these all now and go through and drink them and taste them. I might do little shorts maybe where I open them or taste them, and that'll be more videos. But I don't want to waste them. If I drank them all now, I'd probably waste them. So thank you for your time, and if you want to, let me know what type of content you want to see, what type of videos you want to see. I see people, they want to know information about health, but then, I might try, other types of videos, so I might do more as well, like training like a pro cyclist. And I think I'm probably not gonna, for now, do any more Japanese style videos, because, well, I don't know whether people like that. Not that anyone really watches my videos anyway, but I enjoy helping people. That's my reason for being here. I think on the planet, that's my purpose, is to help people to lose weight and regain their health, and show that there is more to life than just losing weight. There's also having fun, being free. So this is also the freedom lifestyle. And just remember, keep it low fat, vegan, high carb, and you'll lose weight, and you'll stop suffering from all of these chronic diseases that people do. And yeah, just watch out with the Japanese food. It can be quite salty. So I usually say eat as much of the foods as I recommend. So essentially the foods that I recommend are usually low salt, so you could eat lots of them, like white rice. So I say this is just to sort of appeal to people who find just what they think is boring. Maybe the foods that I recommend is boring. If you're that sort of person and you just want to add more, this is just to show, you can do more, but do it the right way. And just watch out for the salt. So for example, 2.1 grams of salt per 100 grams. So I would essentially say, that's 86 grams a bag. I'd say keep salt just a few grams a day, really, at the most 2-3 grams, really, that's pushing it. So I could probably have this whole bag today and I'd be okay, because the rest of the foods that I will be eating today won't necessarily be high in salt content. And I say these are just high in sugar, but again, watch out for the acid. And these are amazing. So yeah, I'm probably gonna eat this whole pack today, and that'll just be a few grams of fat. I'll probably finish off the melon soda. Again, that's just sugar. There's no fat and there's no salt in it. Again, just watch out for the acid. And then if you're gonna drink, some acidic drinks like this, then just remember to look after your teeth. So just the obvious things really. So it's not the sugar that's rotting your teeth, it's the acid, and people just think it's something else and it's not. Okay, so just look after the dental hygiene. So brush twice a day, and then once you've finished one of these, maybe go and rinse your mouth out with some water if you want to do that, for example. And yeah, that should cover your worries. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and like and subscribe, and check out other videos on the channel, and maybe check out part 1 and part 2. So this will be part 3. And yeah, these are just, I try to make a video as often as I can, so there's usually not lots of editing, and it's, you know, fairly low production value, but I just want to keep getting the videos out, rather than if I spent lots of time editing and making really sort of high production value videos, I'd probably be only doing 1 week or 1 a month. So I think it's good just if I can reach as many people as I can. And yeah, if you want to see more of these sort of personal, so these videos on this channel sort of, I think, like personal, so I want them to feel like, you know, I'm just a normal person, which I am, and I am a normal person. So if I can always be lean and healthy, so I was about 65 kilos at 5'11" this morning, and I eat as much of the foods as I recommend. And yeah, so the proof that, and I'm almost 10 years vegan, and I think, excuse me, got some gas. I think I'm always the leanest person in the room that I'm in, and the healthiest person in the room that I'm ever in with everyone else. So yeah, it's not difficult to be, and expensive to be healthy. I think it's actually more difficult and more expensive to be unhealthy, and your life gets more complicated the more unhealthy you become. So yeah, just a little bit of excitement in life is good. So that's the spice part of Life Bikes, Bananas and Spice. And yes, there'll be dedicated channels to sharing Japanese food, I understand that, but if I do maybe just 1 or 2 videos touching different topics, then I can reach, hopefully, more people and spread the message of the vegan health lifestyle and freedom lifestyle. That's also freedom from being in debt, from buying things you don't need, and also free from the healthcare system and the pharmaceutical industry. So get more people who are vegan in your life, get people who get more people who cycle in your life, and get rid of people who are going to ruin your health, keep you overweight, keep you fat, keep you unhealthy. Get rid of those people. Get rid of people who are boring, who don't do anything. Get rid of them, and get people who are positive in your life, okay? And get rid of the doctors and pharmacists and your healthcare providers. Get rid of them out of your life, and yeah, start enjoying life. So live the adventure of a lifetime. And yeah, so do essentially, you know, you can do what you want, but as long as it doesn't destroy the planet or harm animals, that's essentially as simple as I can recommend. So thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next one. And if you got any comments and or criticisms and questions, then put them in the comments section below, and I'll see you in the next one. Did you see any birds? I had the bird feeder just in the background, just in case you got bored. Did you see any? Let me know in the comments if you saw any.